Hey Gecko fans, this is Wally with Supreme Gecko, and today we have two geckos, very rare, that I'm excited to show you. You know, sometimes you have to go to the gecko, you have to get it shipped in. That's such a hassle. You have to wait, you have to pay for the shipping costs. Is the gecko going to get here okay? Well, this time the geckos came to me. Well, I'm going to show you this gecko, I'm going to show you another gecko that's very special to us. And this is going to be a fun video. You're going to be excited to see both of these and maybe even a third gecko. This is going to be a fun video to watch. So join me today as we take a look at these two geckos. We might even take a look at a third gecko. It's very shy. We'll see if it'll show itself. And there's a very special story behind the second gecko. Let's take a look. Our first animal is cat geckos. I was at a show and I've been looking around for cat geckos on and off. I've had them before. I've not had success from the imports that we've received. And I know that they were imports because they came in very unhealthy, and I just made do as much as I possibly could with these animals. Tried to nurse them to health, but I always failed the two times that I tried to work with cat geckos in the past. This time I was at a show. I could actually look at these cat geckos and see if they were healthy, and I was able to pick some sizes, and I picked some young animals. Sometimes when you get in wild animals, they're old and they don't really have a long lifespan in your care. So I was able to get a couple of young females and just a brilliant male. Very happy to work with the fellow that we did, and I'll put their information in the description down below. Let's see if we can find this cat gecko. This is a temporary setup. I've had these for about a week and a half or so, and I'm keeping them in here just to get them past the first month. I'm guessing this one is under the cork bark, and again, we have this set up so simple. There's a food dish, there's a water dish, and sure enough, it has to be under the cork bark. Let's check. A couple of little pieces of hide, a couple of hides, and there's our cat gecko. They're so shy, they're so slow moving, except when I pick it up the wrong way. I don't want it to jump on us. It's certainly adjusting to waking up here, and it just jumped. Beautiful pattern on this one. I love the spots. They really don't like to be handled that much, so I'm not going to bother this one too much. I'm feeding it mealworms, some small crickets, and it's adjusting very well. You can see it's nice and active, and that's what you want to see about the cat gecko. And they're called cat geckos. Look at that tail wrap around just like a cat. Let's take a look at one of the females. We'll put this one back. Now you can see that I have all three of these in separate enclosures just to let them adjust during this quarantine time. I want to make sure that they're settled in before I introduce them to each other. And I see the female right here. And again, this is a young female. Let's go ahead and pull her out here. Look at the pattern on her tail. Is that amazing, folks? Just beautiful. Curling her tail. Look at the pattern on her body. They're so cool, and they have claws to hold on to. I don't want her to get too far ahead of us here. Gorgeous animals. So healthy. Let's put her back, and let's take a look at the male. As we bring in this male, and you'll see that it's a little bit bigger, so we'll have to wait a while before we introduce the male to the females. As we pull in the male, I want to make a real key point here that after we handle these animals, we'll certainly wash our hands before we handle any other animals in the facility. Let's see if we can find that male. I'm guessing under this hide, and I was wrong. Let's see if it's under the cork bark. It's under the cork bark. Almost dropped that cork bark right on him. Let's see if we can pull him up here. They are so gentle, folks. Look at that. Big male. If we could ever get him to settle down here. Beautiful jet black eyes. These are fun geckos. They have a requirement to have high humidity, so We missed about every other day. While this one goes off and hides again, let's take a look at that second animal. Now, I mentioned earlier that a lot of animals that we bring in here, we ship in. There's always some gamble in shipping in animals and knowing who you're buying from. These animals I got off of Fauna Classified. And I had a question recently about the trust factor of using a site like Fauna Classified. I worked with the seller in length. We shared pictures. We had a lot of discussions. And the funny thing is that we were going to ship these animals in. He realized that I was in Wisconsin. He had a business trip. He was driving down from Minnesota down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it was just a perfect opportunity to grab these animals without having shipping involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. These are Coleonyx variegatus. Variegatus. These are the western banded geckos. Really super cool animals. They're small. I've had them before. Great animal. I actually got 4 pair from this fellow. I'm just so excited to be working with these again. And let's take a look at these. What I love about these is how yellow and light these animals are. And they certainly don't like the light here. Let's see if we can move the container and see the second one. I was able to pick up 4 pair. 4 males, 4 females. Let's go ahead and take a look at this male. Look at the colors. I'm really hoping that those yellows come out in future generations. Gorgeous animal. Here comes the female. I'll see if I can get a close-up of the female. I'm not going to show all 4 of these pair. I was so lucky to get 4 pairs of these animals. Nice, chunky female here. Nice spawning, nice yellow colors. These are ready to go. I have a breeding setup in here, a humid hide, a water dish, a food dish, and another hide. Warm spot is about 92 degrees or so. But let's take a look at that third animal. This is a 12 by 12 by 18 Cerdodactylus elot, and again, one of my favorite geckos. I got a female about a year ago, and unfortunately, I've been searching for a male, and the same reptile show, not about an hour away that we vended, about a month and a half ago or so, I was able to find not only the cat geckos, but the Cerdodactylus elot, and the fellow that was vending, and again, his information is down in the description, had a male and allowed me to buy in male without a female. So excited about that. Now you can see the enclosure set up lots of hiding spots. I have a little hide in here, water dish, food dish, and we're going to see if we can find these animals. This might be tough, folks. Bear with me. Take a look at this, folks. This is the male. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. He is watching every move that we make. Take a look at that tail. Isn't that cool? Let's see if we can find the female. I think I saw her. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible shot. But there's the female. She's nice and healthy, and they are ready to go. This male was quarantined for about a month, a little over a month, and I just introduced them a couple of days ago. Let's go ahead and leave them be. Well, I sure am excited about working with these amazing geckos. I wish we could have gotten a better picture of those Cerdodactylus elots, but maybe we'll get some good pictures of the babies and the males later on. If you want to see more information about Coleonyx, take a look at this playlist right here. And certainly make sure that you subscribe with that notification bell all so you don't miss another rare gecko video. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.